Welcome back to Fantasy Football by Committee, powered by Flurry Sports. It can be tough to win a fantasy league on your own, but at FFBC, we will work together to bring home the hardware. Hosted by Zach Brunner and the rest of the Flurry Sports crew, we will give top-level analysis, answer your questions, and, well, go off on other tangents.
That was after I tried to get ChatGPT to admit that 9/11 was an inside job, but it stood firm. It gave quite a few solid points that it was true.
Welcome to Fantasy Football by Committee. The show starts in 3, 2, 1.
If you are in need of a tight end, I'm not going for Taysom Hill. I'm going for Cade Otton. He was in my streamers article last week. I assume he'll be in it again this week because he's probably not going to be very owned. Let's see how owned he is at the current moment. He's currently owned in 10% of sleeper fantasy leagues. Cade Otton has a 14.3 target rate over the season. That's 7th among all tight ends that have ran at least 150 routes. So legit opportunity, legit role. He has played over 90% of the snaps every single week. He played 100% of the snaps last week. He has 21 targets over the past 3 games. He has 15 catches over the past 3 games. This past week, he caught 2 touchdowns. That's why he's on everyone's radar now. But obviously, we talked about him last week. Like I said, wrote about him. I'm not expecting the touchdowns to be there, right? Like, that's stupid to assume. But if he's a 5-catch tight end every single week, clearly that's valuable. Like, someone needs that in their starting lineup, and they're not currently getting that. Talking to you, Kyle Pitts owners. I'm talking to you. I mean, a lot of people. Hell, George Kittle owners. George Kittle's so inconsistent. So if you are a fantasy owner, look at your tight end position going forward, rest of the season. And if you could benefit from a tight end who has a floor of around 4 to 5 catches seemingly the rest of the way, then take a look at Cade Otton. He is certainly someone who needs to be owned in more than 10% of fantasy leagues. He will be borderline top 15, top 12 rest of the way, I would say. Again, league-winning upside I don't believe is there. He is not a difference maker at the position for you. But if you can lock down a tight end who doesn't lose you matchups consistently, that is valuable in fantasy. And Cade Otton is the type of player who can absolutely do that for you.